Alright, so a quick unboxing. I already did it. I recorded a video, and I rambled for like 12 fucking minutes about like nothing of importance. And it was so bad that like even I was like, nah, I can't upload that. So I got a WWE shop box. They had a deal on memorabilia. Apparently this falls under memorabilia. So I didn't buy it at WrestleMania because I didn't want to spend money on it, because all these do when I buy them is just they just sit in like a drawer or wherever I put them. But it was on sale, and it is cool to collect to the ones you've been to. So I thought, what the hell. And then this is the real reason I bought it. I did an order. This is probably one of the best looking plaques to me that they have ever done. Because usually you get the plaques where it's like the winner, obviously. Duh. And it's just the winner. The only other one like this I can think of is the Charlotte Sasha Hell in a Cell one, where they have both of them in it. And the main reason, honestly, that I bought this was because Eddie's in it. Those of you who don't really watch NXT, I mean, I don't watch NXT, but I know Eddie. Eddie Orengo used to wrestle in NEW here. And the first show Alex and I went to, he got turned on. Then there was another show, I don't know if Alex was there, he might have been, where he got turned on. And then one of his last shows, he got turned on. So in a matter of like a year, 3 guys turned heel on him. And I just sort of, I don't know, he was a good wrestler. I don't know if he went to the WWE to try out to be a wrestler or if he went there to be a ref. But I remember they were saying his last show, I don't even remember when that was, a year and a half, 2 years ago. It was his last show, and he was going to Florida, obviously, duh, for reasons. They didn't specifically say WWE, but they said Florida, so it's pretty obvious. So I took a picture with him, and I've always liked him. And he's cool. He actually responds on Twitter, so he's fun to talk to. And this would be cool to get signed by all 3 of them. Normally, why would you get the ref to sign him? But he's a local indie wrestler who I've always liked. So that'd be really sweet to get them to sign that. It would look great in silver. This is definitely one of the better plaques that I've seen them make. And honestly, I really don't care about anyone in NXT. Like, I love Asuka, and that's like all the rest of them are gone. Like, I like Eddie more than I like most NXT superstars. I'm just not really invested in a lot of them. Like, the Revival's gone. DIY's broken up. Obviously, Balor and Joe and Nakamura and guys like that are gone. So I don't really care that much about NXT. I've never been a big Bobby Roode guy, other than his theme song. But that's pretty much it. Hopefully, we can get Poland Spring to notice us and sponsor our videos, because it's the most delicious water known to man. Also, our podcast, don't know when that's happening. We were going to do one on Sunday during Money in the Bank, that day. Alex was gone, but we really want to do a podcast, and we know there's the obvious things of talking about wrestling and sports and TV and movies and stuff like that. But we want it to be something more than that, because anyone can do that. We kind of want it to be more than just the regular boring stuff. But we have gotten feedback where people like listening to us just talk about shit. So maybe I'll do a thing where I just rip off Family Guy and have a What Grinds My Gears segment. Also, if you want to ask questions for us, like, they don't have to be, hey, what's your favorite episode of this TV show? You could just ask any random question about anything, and or just leave a comment of what you think we could talk about. I love that tattoo. Got sidetracked by the beauty of my tattoo. NHL draft should be coming up soon. Number 1 pick, bitches. But leave comments of what you think we should talk about. Doesn't have to be wrestling related. See if anyone else watched MacGyver. I could talk about that. But there actually is a MacGyver podcast, believe it or not. I don't know if they talk about the old ones, but I know they did one for the new ones. But if you ask questions, we could do that. We could do like, oh, here's a viewer questions, like, how would you book this, or something, or what's your fucking Jake and Amir, talk about them. Like, they do a podcast about like advice, like dating and stuff like that. I mean, it's not something we would do. the last people you should ask about dating. But we're going to try to do that. We have the microphone situation fixed, so we're going to try and do that. So if you'd be interested, let us know. Give us topics. Give us questions. Because outside of the obvious things that we talk about on this channel all the time, like wrestling and sports, we're sort of stuck there. We haven't really talked about it yet. So very poor planning on our part, but we're trying to get it done just because we think it would be fun to just shoot the shit. That's it. Stay tuned. Tweet me. Give me ideas for the podcast. Perfect.